5 episodes in, 5, and I've spent ages looking at these unloved prints. They're just waiting for their moment, and today is their moment. Stay with me, because what happens at the end of this video will completely change your mind about every single failed print you've ever made. In episode 1 we made our first plain background, and then in episodes 2, 3 and 4 we looked at problems that you could hit when you're using your jelly plate. Oh dear. And yes, it can be frustrating. But we built our skills, we layered, we tried things. Some of it was gorgeous, some of it was, well, you can imagine the face I'm pulling right now. In an earlier episode, I showed you how I made these prints. I was very happy with them, and I started a new folder called the Confidence Collection. I even got my photo frame mount out and did the Joanie mount test. They all passed. So back to the folder of doom and those prints that you felt didn't make the grade. And in this episode I'm going to show you how you can take those uninspiring prints and turn them into something you're really proud of. I've chosen the paper I'm going to use, and what I do next is put a little bit of Payne's Grey onto the jelly plate. Once I've done that, I'll roll it out so it's a very thin layer on top of the jelly plate. Not too thick, not too thin. And once I've applied the paint, I put on the stencil and then put the textured paper face down on top. I try and get into all those little nooks and crannies, and I'm having a quick peek to see if I've actually managed to do that. And then the exciting part, I pull the print. And I have to say, I'm super happy with the results. Now, I thought this one was a little bit, uninspiring. But let's see what happens when I put the Payne's Grey on. I think you've always got to trust the process. When I pulled the print, I really couldn't believe how wonderful it looked. I was so happy with it. It had gone from uninspiring to something that was really quite eye-catching. And this one doesn't need any explanation. Just look at the results. I couldn't be more pleased. Payne's Grey, anyone? So let's have a quick look at those prints that are resting in the folder of doom, just waiting for their moment to shine. I'm using some Payne's Grey and a couple of stencils, but I've also got some tissue paper, and I'm going to use that just to take off the excess paint, and just look what a bonus that tissue paper turns out to be. So I think you know what happens next. The paint goes on, the stencil goes on, the print goes on, and the print comes off. And what a lovely result. I'm showing you how I use the tissue paper now, and I use this method over and over again. And the tissue paper enables me to have my first ghost print. And there it is, a lot more subtle than the first pull, but nonetheless a really pretty print. Doing it a little bit different now, I'm putting the paint on top of the stencil and rolling it in with my brayer, trying to get into all those nooks and crannies. I remove the stencil and then I put the print on top of the jelly plate. And this is what it looks like when I pull the print. a little bit darker than the others, but nonetheless, I'm really happy with it. I'm going to show you now just a few more pulls. I think you know exactly how to do a jelly plate print now. So let's just have a look at what the results are. I'm super happy with them. And for those prints that were just going to be sitting in the folder of doom, it has given them a new lease of life. And just look at that tissue paper that I've used to mop up the excess paint. It's going to be fantastic when I use it in collage, so nothing is ever wasted. So don't forget to get your tissue paper out the next time you're doing your jelly plate printing. Yes, I think we do remember those prints that didn't make the grade and were put into the folder of doom. And what I'm going to show you next might surprise you, because and just look at them now, totally unrecognizable. You wouldn't have thought that they were the same prints that we rejected a little while earlier. And believe it or not, they all passed the Joanie Mount test, which was fantastic. And here are a few surprise bonuses. These were the papers that I used as roll-off sheets. They're going to be absolutely fantastic for my collage. And again, I'd like to show you the tissue paper that I used just to mop up the excess paint. I'm really pleased with this. It's one of my favourite pieces. So I have to ask you at this point, are you still frightened of using your jelly plate? I hope I've given you some confidence and you realise that things in your folder of doom can turn into something quite beautiful. And in the next series, I'm going to take that beauty another step forward and show you how to turn weeds and things you find in the hedgerows into stunning botanical prints. So I hope you'll join me again, and I'll see you very soon.